Hey guys, for those of you who have the Vertical 6 smoker from Pit Boss, I've got a new RTD replacement temp sensor for the inside. I want to do a short video on how to do that. Now, I don't know exactly what tools I'm going to need, so let's get started. If you're not familiar with the location, it is located right here on the inside. It looks like I just need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. So I'll go ahead and take these 2 screws out. Okay, so it looks like you actually need to start from the outside and take this cover off. Okay, so after exposing the plate, looks like I need to go get a nut driver and hold the inside of it with a Phillips number 2 screwdriver. Okay, so it is actually a 9/32 socket, which is not very handy for most people because most people aren't going to have a 9/32, but I do. So if you don't have that, I am sorry. You'll have to, I don't know, maybe use the wrong socket and just make it work, or pick up a 9/32. But I'm going to hold it from the back side with the socket and undo it from the inside where the screw is with the Phillips screwdriver. Now, a word of warning, be very careful when you're pulling this 9/32 nut off, because if you drop it down into this hole of despair, it's never coming back. You'll have to go get yourself a new one from the hardware store. So it looks like we can just take this right out. It looks like the cable runs this way. I may need to take this light out temporarily to see where exactly it goes. This lead right here, this white cable, has all of the wires coming up to feed different things like the light inside and this temp sensor. So this is just a disconnect. So I'll go ahead and get that unplugged and then put my new sensor on, reroute it through here, and screw it right back in. Okay, so here is the new RTD. There's a hole going between these two cavities, and I'm just going to feed it through this way. Okay, so I went and got myself just a short pair of needle nose to help try and grab the end of the connector and get it through that hole. It's a little bit stubborn. Okay, so now all we'll do is we'll just plug this right back into the harness. Okay, so it only goes on one direction. So take a look at both ends, make sure you got that right. You can accidentally force it on backwards, or shall I say upside down, and bend the prongs. Ask me how I know. I cut that part out of the video. So anyway, this is how it should be. We've got it back through here. Now it's just a matter of reinstalling it into the case and putting the bolts and screws back in. So let's do that part. Now, I just did my hand tight. I don't believe this needs to be wrenched down with any sort of real pressure. It's not that big of a deal. So what I'll do is tuck this wire back down inside this cover. I'll back this screw out, slide my cover back up, put the screw back in the cover, and we're good to go. My new RTD is shiny, brand new, and back in place for the next cook. Easy peasy. Nothing to it, guys. Okay, for you guys that have the Vertical 6 Pit Boss, if you were wondering if this was going to be difficult and you put off replacing this sensor because you weren't sure, I didn't find a video on YouTube on how to do this, so maybe I'm the first video. This was really simple. It actually took longer to find a 9/32 socket to do the job. So as long as you got those tools on hand, this is a snap. Took a few minutes. Hey, I'm Todd with Lone Star Smoke. We'll see you next time.